Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 144. A week of just Avengers hangover. It's the best.
We're living in a post-Avengers world, so like, what do we do now?
You know what? I've seen so many less spoilers since people could have officially spoiled things.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, and really, like, that whole them air quotes lifting the spoiler ban was just like, oh, this is when we're releasing the Spider-Man trailer. That's the only reason he said that. But yeah, actually, I guess we'll start with that. Did you guys see the trailer at all?
Oh yeah, I did.
Nope.
You're
You know
intentionally leaving yourself in the dark?
As always. Now, why would anything change?
I don't know.
No, I don't
You
want to
could
see that
be
crap.
acting like a normal person. I don't know.
No, I believe I'm perfectly normal to not want to get spoiled.
Yeah.
Because with that whole dimension thing, that would have been great watching it in a movie.
So then you wait.
No, I just saw it on Twitter.
Oh, okay. Got confused.
Yeah, because people can't hold their tongues.
But like
Wow.
I'm assuming it's all bullshit though. Just because it's Mysterio.
Oh, you mean the elemental stuff? I said from the beginning, yes.
Yeah, like, well, I'm even curious if like they're playing to like the comic fans with the multiverse thing, but it's all bullshit.
No. I believe the multiverse thing is very true. But I also believe that Mysterio is complete bullshit because Mysterio never says, "Yeah, that's me." No, it's just everybody else inferring around him, like, "Oh, you come from a different dimension, multiverse? Is that a real thing?" Blah blah blah.
I will
And
say,
Mysterio's just like, "I'm just Mysterio."
DA, cover your ears if you don't want to hear this. And I
You
guess
did.
maybe slight spoilers. They released like a little bit of an extended version of that scene, and he specifically lists what Earth he's from.
Oh,
So
okay.
he does speak to it.
Okay, we'll see.
But I'm assuming the majority of him is bullshit. And like all the articles I've been reading, it's like, no, he's a good guy. I'm like, fuck you. I'm not
People
believing.
are falling for the Mysterio okey doke in 2019. He is a man predicated on that old bush.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not hard.
But the swerve could be the actual swerve.
That he's actually a...
Yeah.
They-
That you thinking this is exactly what they could possibly want.
But the fact that people are questioning it means that people don't know who the Mysterio is like that. If you can even think off rip, not just like, oh, this could be a cool swerve, but I legitimately think that Mysterio might be a good guy in this, you don't get Mysterio. He is just pure hammy bush. And it's going to be amazing. Jake is doing a great job already.
Yeah. I mean, from the little tidbits, too, as far as, like, his Spider-Man's rapport with the cops and, like, his little jabs at them and, like, the fun he's having. Again, Tom Holland is a very, very good Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's amazing.
What was the laugh for?
So DA and I should definitely bring this up later on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The only other, like, mostly it's, like, at this point now I'm just waiting for a bunch of different movies to come out. One of which will be tomorrow, but I won't be able to see it for a while. Which, in that note, Detective Pikachu is getting above average. Either tomorrow or Friday.
I might go see Detective Pikachu tomorrow.
What are you looking at me for? Don't look over here.
You
Don't
know
look
why.
over here. Eyes forward.
know why.
Just look eyes
You
straight forward.
No,
Don't look over
why?
here. Don't glance over
'Cause
here. Don't breathe over here. I don't want none of that.
Because you hitting us with Sonic, and they like, you know what?
It's
Y'all
not
fans-
Sonic. By saying Sonic, you're already putting a negative connotation on it.
Put a positive one.
Sonic.
That ain't correct.
They're fixing it.
Yeah, they're fixing it
Yeah,
because
they
there
are.
was an issue,
No.
a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be.
Mm-hmm.
There is. Yes.
BG, I think
You know,
I can articulate all of our feelings about DA right now in the simple soundbite.
Boo!
There we go. Boo to
Isabel's
you, sir.
pop was not a problem, but they fixed it anyway.
What do you mean?
Nah, it was a problem. It was a problem.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
no,
it
it
was.
wasn't.
You-
Oh
you-
yeah, Isabel top tier. Get that garbage out of here.
Doesn't matter. Still a problem.
If it was a problem, she'd have been better. If it was a problem, I'd have already gotten her in League Smash like she deserved. But I don't, because it wasn't busted. It was fine.
Okay, not busted is not the same as fine.
It wasn't
Someti-
even bad. It was just a move.
What did
A
they?
little annoying.
What did they fix about it?
A little annoying. Whoa. A little annoying.
A little annoying.
Players can never see their character objectively.
I can.
No, if you're going as a little annoying, and everybody's like, "You're on that old bush."
Yeah, because Isabel is top tier. That
See, that's your
pop
problem.
puts her top tier.
That's
why
your
she
problem.
every single tier list she is low tier.
Okay.
Why is she low tier with a busted move? If it was truly busted, she'd be higher.
No, because you
No.
still have things like movement, range, all this
Yeah,
other that
because-
factors into it.
Everyone considers Ridley's neutral air to be god tier. That's one move. It's a god tier move. He should be high tier, right? According to
No.
your logic.
Exactly.
But I'm saying the whole thing is, I'm saying it wasn't busted. That was my thing.
It was.
I'm not saying that. I'm not admitting that she's busted and therefore she should. No, I'm saying she's not. It's not busted
Why wasn't it busted?
because it's not. It's just a move. It does like 3%. It's a little annoying. It comes out pretty fast, but that's about it.
It comes out pretty fast. It blocks the edge basically completely. Especially if you're a character with shitty recovery, you just sit there and keep throwing out that damn fishing rod, and you just get caught and thrown, caught and thrown, caught and thrown.
Not anymore because that's also soft nerves.
Saw you roll your eyes there.
Yeah, because my girl needs all the help she can get, and
See,
they're
this is why
hurting
you
her.
can't. You're not being objective.
I am. I am.
My girl! So
My
objective.
girl needs help. Factually, she needs help, and they're not giving it to her. They're taking it away.
That's what they should.
But
So I'm gonna roll my eyes. I'm gonna roll my eye until something changes.
Nothing's gonna change.
Nothing's gonna change. But I can
And-
complain until something.
until you lose your voice. Yeah, Detective Pikachu right now has a 71% on Rotten Tomatoes and I think 7.5 on Metacritic. Or whatever the other one is. Yeah, so above average. It's like if you're a fan of Pokemon, you're gonna like this movie. Basically, is the general sum, and
I'm
it's-
okay with them.
yeah, it's kids, and it's like it's aimed towards kids, obviously, but it's just for fans of the series. It's kind of cool seeing them in live action. That's basically the gist of what I'm seeing. So I know I'm going to enjoy myself. I just won't be able to see it for a little bit.
Don't walk
Um,
into a movie like with that mindset.
It does create like you could end up really hating it or being disappointed.
Or you just can't walk into it objectively.
There's no such thing as objective.
There is. Objectively, Isabel needs help. Objectively, Wolf is perfect.
No.
Wolf is not perfect. What am I saying? His forward speed is terrible.
He can't even agree with himself.
Objectively, Belle needs help.
Objectively,
Give her
Wolf
back
is
her fish fry. Yeah, I say Wolf is perfect, but man, that forward beat is just I see some combos and stuff, but it's not for me.
I guess
I have arrived.
Hey, there he is. And just kind of like on that note too, we mentioned it briefly, but yeah, Sonic, the director himself came out and said we are redesigning Sonic. We have heard you.
We're gonna change that A to a O very soon.
So I don't understand.
Sonic.
Yeah. So this is two minds of thought here.
Okay.
Number one, they are legitimately just like whoops, and we want this movie to do good, legitimately, and not just hey, I'm gonna go watch Sonic for the goof. You don't want that. You don't want for the goof.
I would go for the.
I know. You're legit. You're trying to make a legit movie, and people are going yuck. Let's go see Sonic. No, you don't want that. Or there's also they intentionally made a bad model to get some publicity, and they were like, okay, we got this good model over here. Let's just throw this bad model, get some publicity, and then in the movie it'll be the good model.
You're thinking way too hard on it, my guy.
Potentially, but I do that with a lot of things.
Yeah.
And it could be. It could be.
I don't.
This is what 5-6 months, and they gotta create a whole nother character.
Here's the thing.
Eyes, elbows.
Here's the thing, and why I say that's a no. If this was an established director pulling this stunt, maybe. This is this dude's first movie. He does not have the sack for that.
So you're saying that he finished movie, they're just going, all right, clean it up.
Nah,
He has to
clean
sack
it
for
up.
that. He has to pull for that. Just some dude going, let's do this.
Apparently, it probably wasn't even
but
his
apparently
decision.
mine doesn't work.
Well, no. Here's the thing. This probably didn't start from him. He probably got thrown down from the people above him. Like, we're not going to make our investment back on this movie. We're getting unanimous fucking hatred.
Do you think that people higher up care? Look at all the bad games. Look at all the bad movies. Look at all the bad press that everything gets. The fact that DC just now started doing good movies.
Could be Sega, is what I'm saying.
Does that matter? They put out 20 years of bad Sonic games.
Nintendo's Overwatch of their property led to Detective Pikachu looking at least semi-acceptable.
Sonic
Sega
has
might
put out 20 years of bad Sonic games. What about that?
This might be their way of just being okay. Shit.
This is the way I look at it.
It sounds more
Sonic
plausible
game.
than your whole
No, it
theory
doesn't.
there.
I feel like Sega gets it right once every 6 years, and they haven't gotten it right in about 4 years. When was Sonic
Generations was probably the last good
No.
one.
Mania?
Or
When
Mania,
was Sonic
Mania.
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
2
when
years
was
ago.
it?
That was 2 years ago.
Okay, 2 years. They're not due. Sonic's gonna be bad.
Well, what was the gap between Generations and Mania? Because Generations wasn't terribly long ago.
Generations was like 2010, 11.
Let's see.
If even
Generation.
that.
They got some built up couple years of not having anything good.
God, it
They're
was
cashing it in.
It's 2011, man. You're right.
Every 6 years, I told you they get one. And guess what was before that? It would probably like Sonic 2.
So it's 6 years before that would be 2005.
5.
I would have been 15. Nah. No.
Sonic 06 is not.
Before
I'm not
that
sure
was
about that.
Sonic Hero. Or no, before that was Shadow the Hedgehog. So fuck.
Yeah,
they went,
We are big not counting Shadow. We
Guns.
are big not
Lots
counting.
of them.
We are big uncounting
I'm
Shadow.
gonna say it's been a long. There's a gap between generations and the last good thing before it. There was
They're
fuck.
cashing in them 15 years of
'Cause it was
bad
like-
will.
Before 06, it was like Shadow the Hedgehog and then the Sonic Wii games, like so the Black Knight and the Secret Ring.
I like Sonic Riders.
No, Sonic Colors was good.
Colors was after 06.
So roughly,
I like Sonic Riders. I think it was the second one that was the good one.
Sonic Riders did have some flames.
Let's see.
They also had a
Sonic
really good
Riders.
theme.
Sonic Riders is 2006, but that was also the same year.
So I'm still
Oh,
on
that
this
game.
around 6-year train.
That game was terrible. Ugh.
What?
Sonic 06.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were Sonic Riders. I was about to
No.
mildly disagree with you.
Hey! And that's
you
all I'll
might be
say.
right. I don't remember. I don't remember too much. Liking it. You might be right.
So yeah, like one of two things is gonna happen with this whole remaking of the Sonic design.
Sonic Riders was 2005. 6 years.
I have 2006
I have 2005. It
February
might have
20.
came out on one of them in 2006.
Yeah, February 21st, 2006.
something.
Initial release date, it says. I don't know.
Nope, I like Zero Gravity. Zero Gravity was a good one.
Good for you.
But there's two things that are going to happen with this redesign. Either they delay the movie, as they should, to give their animators lives, or they're just going to crunch the fuck out of their workers, and it's going to be living hell for them, which is unfortunate.
Based off of what I read,
Signed up for this.
they're not pushing it back. They're keeping to their deadline.
Oh,
Hey,
They knew what they were
good
getting
job,
in for.
fans.
yep.
I'm reading the Forbes article right now.
Which,
Yeah.
like, it's a weird thing, because it's like, you put a thing out there, and it should be able to be criticized, but you don't want to see people getting lambasted and working 100-hour work weeks. But, like...
You want to have something that you want to put your name on.
Yeah, I don't,
You
like,
you
it's
don't
kind of
want-
a hard...
You don't want people walking in there for the goof. You don't want a 50 million weekend for the laughs.
Yeah. Like, I mean, obviously a lot of the blame lies with higher-ups that okayed the design and all that fun business, but it sucks when the people that are actually working on the product have to suffer for it. So yeah, we'll see.
Because I have seen a lot of people from the game dev community on Twitter complaining, be like, "Hey, movie devs, welcome to our world."
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, someone on Twitter put it really, really well. They were like, people talking about Sekiro was like, nah, don't change it. These babies need to man up. But when it comes to Sonic, people were just crying and things like that. And it's like, it's a very weird dichotomy.
I guess in a way, it's like a design versus gameplay. I'm not sure, but I guess I can kind of see the parallel. But yeah, so that is happening.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now again. The film is still scheduled for November 8, 2019.
Good.
The date has not changed.
Interesting.
Yep, so they're
Dies
just
for Sonic.
Watch.
But there's also no reports of them getting an extension on their budget either. So there's no actual guarantee that these people are going to be getting overtime.
That's even more wonderful.
Yeah,
Sarcasm.
literally nobody is talking about an increase in budget, and
Yeah.
they're not showing any more money going to the studio that's making the film. So, yeah, this is looking bad for them.
Yeah. Watch. The design is just going to be like just bigger eyes. That's it.
Bigger eyes and canines.
We fixed it, guys.
But at what cost?
Was it worth it?
What did
To
it
go
cost
see
you?
Sonic for $7 on a Saturday morning.
Again, you're putting a negative connotation with Sonic.
Because
Why?
there is
You
one.
just perceive it to be negative. Sonic brings a lot of joy to people. And Sonic the movie would bring a lot of joy to me.
Oh yeah,
5 minutes, and then you're like, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm sick of it. But then again, they already got your money.
It got me.
What I've seen, so there's been one picture I've seen around the internet shows the Sonic design, then it shows this like really ugly looking fox that's like Miles Tails.
oh yeah.
And then I've now seen, in combination with those two pictures, shows like what they'll show at the post credit scene, and it's just a shadowed outline of Ugandan Knuckles.
Yep. Man, if only.
That would, you know what? I would consider that worth my ticket price, in all honesty.
No, I don't like wink and nods that are that winky and
Naughty.
Yeah. I made it a word.
Actually, speaking of crunch, I guess NetherRealms is not immune to that. Been seeing reports of devs complaining that they suffered through a pretty intense crunch for MK11.
Yep.
People need to.
It's not the only company, too. Riot had a massive employee walkout.
Yes, they did.
It's just an interesting time.
That wasn't for crunch. That was for sexual harassment being extremely rampant in the workplace.
Yeah. I saw an interesting, I forget, it's like an Onion replica website posted a news article
Hard Times.
saying, yeah, there it is, posted an article saying that Riot Games CEO says accusations of misconduct is both misunderstood and gay.
That chuckle just made it funnier personally.
Let me see if I can pull it up again.
Dude, the Hard Times has been
That was
posting
cool.
a lot of good stuff. Anytime I see an article on Twitter, it gets a chuckle out
Yeah.
of me usually.
Calls it unfounded and gay. Here you go.
But yeah, so how has the MK grind been, BG?
Been a grind.
See
How
you-
riveting.
I literally have somebody inviting me as we're doing the podcast. And I had to go. I wouldn't pay attention to the podcast if I played them.
So,
Oh, yeah.
so are you looking to basically be mostly maining Cetrion, or?
Oh, I love Cetrion.
What? I don't even play the game, and I'm all about Cetrion.
I love Cetrion. Like, I tried playing my other characters today, and I'm like, I can't do anything because I've been playing nothing but Cetrion.
Wolf, Robin, Bale. They're all so different, and you gotta like switch your brain to sort of.
I was playing somebody today. I hadn't played Scarlet in like a week, and I was playing somebody today, and I switched to Scarlet, and I went, "What are her buttons?" And it took me like 20 seconds to remember how to play her. Not good, because it's just been all Cetrion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting stupid good with her. I love her.
I enjoyed the your tweet of like, why didn't anyone tell me that she can warp in the air?
Nobody telling me nothing. I'm figuring out all this hot shit on my own, and it's terrible. Because you can jump back and do one of her projectiles, and the opponent just has to kind of respect it.
Mm-hmm.
but you can also teleport, and you can teleport close, far away. Like, it's all bad. It's all bad. It's
So
all good.
is your first tournament combo breaker then?
Yes, technically.
Okay.
Ooh, boy, make top 8.
I wish.
When's that?
Combo breaker is on my birthday.
When's that?
Combo breaker is from the 24th through the 26th of May.
Okay. I will probably.
Damn.
Lose your external.
That has happened literally once. Literally once.
Piece of.
It happens.
I can't believe. So this is what happened. This
Oh
was
my
years
god!
ago.
Why are you
I'm
talking about
so
this?
pissed. I'm so pissed. This piece of crap. I had an external hard drive. And BG like, yo, that's pretty fly. I want one. So for his birthday, and we don't give each other's birthday presents or anything, because we're pieces of and we don't care.
Bro, it'll be like a random September, like, hey, here's a shirt for
Yeah,
you.
for real. So I gave him, he had a trip coming up, and he didn't have enough time to get it himself. So I got it for him. He's like, yo, thanks. This bastard got drunk and just left it on the table. Just left my on the table. Came back like, yo, my phone dead. Where happened to your external? Yo. Yeah, bitch. Where happened to the other one? You dropped it in the street and it got crushed by a truck and you picked it up and walked away. You can't pick up my that I paid for.
Technically, it's my, because it was my present.
Hey.
So I could do as I wish.
Oh.
There we go.
You have to recognize that when you're not used to grabbing something, sometimes you forget about it. Drunk or not. That's why I forgot Chris's coat.
You just leave it everywhere.
Because I have a
It's just,
routine.
what-
and if I
whatever.
leave it routine,
Hey, let me borrow your coat. Whoops. Oh, forever gone. Oh, thank you for this birthday present that I need. Not that I want. Something that is useful to me. Ah!
yeah, I just threw it somewhere.
You basically did. You might as well.
I mean,
Oh, man, I think about that all the time.
Why?
because
Things happen.
it's the one time he was nice to you, and this is how you repay him. This is what happens when I show weakness.
It's like if I bought you that Coco shirt, you're like, yo, I didn't have any toilet paper, so I just swipe.
I would never.
Of course you wouldn't, but it would be as if.
See, that's like what you just said, like, I would never. For me, like, routine or not, I am anal about technology. So I would... It is not in my programming to leave anything of technological value anywhere without myself knowing.
No, I am very routine-y. So if I know I need to grab, hey, I need to grab my water cup. I need to grab this. I have all the things I'm used to on my person, so I'm good. If I have something I'm not used to, I will leave it in an instant. It's
Fun fact,
all
that's the
bad.
drink he had when he left the external, a routini.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
man,
a
I think I
little
got a
war.
heat stroke.
Bro, I think I might got some radiation poisoning from that bomb.
And it popped into my head, I'm like, this is a shitty joke. Let's do it. Oh, boy. So,
Wow.
I'm actually probably going to be watching a little bit of Combo Breaker just because I've been watching a lot of big Smash tournaments.
Smash is fun to watch.
It is
High level.
incredibly fun to watch.
I will say most high level gameplay is stupid fun to watch. The only
Yeah.
things I cannot watch at a high level are MOBAs. Everything else, even if I don't care about it, I will watch shooters, I will smash, I will watch whatever, and I love watching it. But MOBAs are so uninteresting to me on all levels. I can even watch card tournaments. In Shadowverse, I love watching Shadowverse tournaments. I love watching Hearthstone tournaments. I cannot watch MOBAs.
Huh.
So, on the note of competitive Smash, there was a tournament this past weekend. I don't remember the name of it. It was kind of a local, but it had a lot of big names, and there was a $20,000 price, or $20,000 pot. And they put a lot of production value into it, and they tried to do like wrestling intros for all of the different competitors.
Stop
But
If you're
trying to
not
be-
good at it, don't do it.
Stop trying to be CEO.
the crowd, it wasn't really so much on the presenters.
Gail.
Could have been better
Oh,
here and
okay.
there. The crowd, it's like, coming in, we have Da Buzz.
Oh, man.
There's just
Pack up.
nothing
Pack up.
from the crowd.
I'm like, no, get out. You guys don't know.
Y'all don't appreciate this? Y'all can watch it stream, bastards.
Just
Was this for top 8?
there? It was for, I believe, like top 32. They did it.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. Top 32, there are very many unknowns or lesser known, so you're not going to get that same
Yeah.
type of...
There's a video, like a Smash highlight YouTube, that showed some of the most cringe ones, as well as some of the good ones. Like, one of the best ones was, one of the guys competing is one of the big Smash announcers, or like stream announcers.
Mhm.
So he just had a lot of personality and charisma coming out. Like, he actually had 2 of the other announcers carry him onto the stage. But yeah, it was... If you like cringe humor, it's a good watch.
As I get older, my tolerance for cringe goes down.
Funnily enough, mine is going up.
Really?
Yeah,
I can't do it.
I'm not a fan of it personally. I have to look
It's
away.
leaving me. I used to be. There used to be this video of these 2 guys who were they're in the snow and they're like play fighting as Kingdom Hearts characters, and it was so funny. I need to show you this later. I'm gonna write this down. But I tried to watch it, and it's bad.
There's something, there's a Reddit called Stream Fail, which is just like a lot
Stream
of
fails are funny.
Okay.
Those, but that's not like.
No. There are some where I'm just like,
Yeah,
and
those are the ones I don't even click
delicious.
on.
Reddit cringe is delicious.
I don't
How
think I
so?
can venture there.
Cause cringe is amazing. What do you mean? For the most part, some of it is just like, I feel so bad. I can't.
Or it's just like, it's like a situation you've potentially been in. You're like, this hits a little too close to home. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment.
Don't watch Watamote.
Ooh, yeah, no.
That show hurts.
The cool thing though about that tournament, so DeBuzz, who is a Olimar player, which Olimar seems to be, him and Peach seem to be the top 2 characters in Smash right now. It's kind
Hate
of
them both. Hate them both.
kind
Throw
of
them both
dumb.
in the garbage.
He actually did something cool. He put all of the money into getting
See, this is hilarious.
people who compete in only Wi-Fi tournaments to fly them out to Evo to compete. He's giving the money to the community, basically, to get other people to tournaments to compete, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, next big tournament, I
I
think
always wished I could strike it stupid rich one day and do like a burst through the bubble type thing where it's just like lesser known players giving
Yeah.
them money to travel and stuff. Instead
it's
of
like-
these just people are gonna get top 8, just some guys that do well but aren't making every tournament.
Yeah, or even
That's
just
what
hosting your
Rarity
own
did.
tournaments.
Nobody gives a about
Rarity
Rarity.
did that exact thing. She had a
You know what?
competition.
That's
of
why your
people-
show is ended.
Dude, I have to struggle to watch it week to week because it's just like there's such a hard finality to it.
Oh,
They're
not
just
good.
like, we know this is the end, and we're wrapping stuff up.
That's not
Right.
good.
And they just had their 200th episode, and it was the 100th episode. They said was for the fans. The 200th was for the voice actors. So what they did was they brought them all into a room and said, "What is one thing that you wish your character got a chance to do?" And they all said something, and they incorporated it into the episode, and it was a great episode. But it was just like, I wish I didn't know the backstory behind that. I hate that it's ending. It's better than ever. Be like a Rocky walking away right now. It'd be like Toriyama walking away 20 years ago.
Oh boy, it's true. It's very true. The only other thing that I have is, and it's a sad bit of news, is Peter Mayhew, the actor most known for, I think really only known for,
Only known for.
portraying Chewbacca in the Star Wars films, passed away this past week. Very, very sad. Very big into the actual Star Wars community and trying to get back to the community, so rest in peace. But that's all I have, because there was nothing that really happened this week. And again, it was just
slow week for a lot of
Avengers
things.
Hangover. It was Avengers Hangover.
Yeah, for the most part.
I want to watch it again.
Yeah, I know. Same here. Only thing I got looking forward to now is going to see Detective Pikachu on Saturday, and that's it.
Yeah, I have a busy weekend ahead of me.
Yes, you do.
I'm going to New Orleans. And
Nowlands.
Nowlands, yes. And it's for a bachelor party, so I'll just probably be drinking a lot.
So like 2 beers for you.
That is hashtag not your scene.
Why do you have to drink right back to the bachelor? Can't you just not?
I
You're
cannot.
already going into it just like, yep, this is just what's gonna happen. You can just not. This is a
cannot.
choice that you're making.
Yeah, I know. I
So
do
you
like
can't
beer, though.
complain.
Oh, I could definitely complain because I get hangover
Drinking.
symptoms like it's nobody's business. But yeah. But next week, though, Sonic Temple Music Festival. I'm fucking psyched for that. System of a Down. Never seen them live.
It's just a move down. Oh man.
Yep. System of a Down, Disturbed.
Oh.
I have started not liking going to like multi-people concerts because they try their best to play the most well-known stuff, and I like some of the deeper cuts, and I need deeper cuts.
Well, it.
Interesting.
Oh, Jesus.
Perform.
Sorry, the thing came up. Audio came up on my computer. It really depends on how big the band is, though. So for these big music festivals, if you're a headliner, you get a full set. So System of a Down, Disturbed, and then Foo Fighters, I believe, is the third day headlining act. They're gonna get full
Foo
sets.
Fighters.
Oh, you're not there.
Interesting.
But like, where is the Enter Sonic Temple website?
Yeah. While he's looking that up, I don't want a repeat of that event years and years ago where Mikey's just looking something up on Raw Sonic. So I'll say this. Gorillas, when I saw them the second time, David Allbirds was just like came on the mic several times like, this isn't a popular song, but I like playing it. So we're gonna play it. And they did. And I'm like, I respect that. That is flying.
I went to the Lupe Fiasco concert, and he played mostly all of his singles. There was one guy, this is funny. There was one guy, after every song, he would go, play this! Song in. Play this! Song in. Play this! It was the same song. Lupe was 3 songs from his set, and he said, that guy's been asking me to play this song the whole time. Play the song! He raps about 4 bars, and he goes, and he gives the guy the mic like, you better be knowing this song. And he just bobbing his head, listening to the guy rap, and then he goes to rap the rest of it. Hilarious.
That's kind of what happened with the last show I saw of Affiance in Columbus for the song that got them well known, Call of the Warrior. It has like a crowd chanting section at the end. And it was a small venue. He gave us the mic, and he's just like, "You guys sing this part." And so we all, one of us would grab the mic, scream, get up off the ground. And then got to the end part, and someone still had the mic and yelled at it, and he goes, "Oh, no, hold on. You guys fucked it up. The last one, no one has the mic, you just scream it. Play that section again." Like, the whole band's like, what? He's like, "Play that section again." Like, okay. They play it again, someone fucks it up again, and he's like, "No, we're starting from the top." And the rest of the band's like, "Fuck you, we're not doing that again." Like, I asked the guitarist, I'm like, have they ever done that before? He's like, no, we've never done that before. I like it when bands or musicians have fun with the crowd. It's like when Ice-T for oh fuck, what's his band? Shit, his metal band.
Oh, that's the problem. You one of the marks he was talking to.
Body count?
I think it's Body Count. Yeah. He's just insulting all of us. Bunch of those pussy ass bitches up there on the main stage. But yeah, like, I was looking up the band list for Sonic Temple. So like, in this moment, Gojira, like, they will get smaller sets. Oh shit, Killswitch Engage is gonna be there too. Awesome. I didn't know that.
I don't even know who ain't going.
There's a lot of bands, dude. There's a lot of bands. I'm going to next week. I'm gonna look at.
But
this.
I knew everybody that was going to Van. I didn't care about 80% of them.
Who I want to see.
Well, no, next week I'm making a list. I'm gonna go through basically the schedule, see who's playing, listen to their stuff if I don't know them, make a selection, and I'm just gonna go off that list.
When I go to a smaller concert where it's just like 5 bands and it's only 3 I care about, I make it a point to try to listen to songs, the most popular song by the other 2 bands to see if I would like them or at least be one of the people. Because I remember I went to a Dance Gavin Dance concert and the Color Morale, who was not very known at that time, was one of the openers. And the guy got on the mic. He had done 2 of his like 4 songs. It was like, and nobody was moving, nobody was singing, nothing. So he was like, "This song is called such and such. Does anybody know it? Of course you don't." And then he just goes into it.
Well, it's like for
I bought a sweater. That sweater I have, that's from that concert.
well, like for
You got it. I loved it. I was like, you got my $40, sir.
Yeah. For shows like that where it's like there's one headlining band, I make it a point to listen to every band just because there are bands that I could end up liking. For Affiance's last show, basically they had a bunch of local Cleveland bands come and perform. I bought all of their albums at the show just because I liked them all. But with a festival, you got to pick and choose. You have to pick and choose just because you can't see everything, especially with 3 stages.
Yeah.
So yes, although I am, unless the other band is really something that I want to go see, there's a band that is playing that my freshman year of college roommate John really liked. They are like black death metal. It's just blast beats and basically like vocals, incomprehensible. Okay. And it's just like, John, I love you, great guitarist, not my cup of tea. Just I remember his big thing is like, it's actually like this music is actually the closest, like, from a musical standpoint to classical like orchestra music. It's like, dude, I don't fucking care. It's just white noise.
It's just white noise.
It's just blast beats, heavy guitar riffs, and that's all it is.
Huh.
Like, I love it when, like, people that don't listen to metal that, will, talk about the music that I listen to. It's just like, oh, you can't understand it. I'm like, oh, you poor naive babe. There's shit that's too heavy for me. Just think about that. Like, you think my shit's heavy. There's shit too heavy for me.
Yeah.
It's nuts. But yeah, that's really all I have. Any fun news from you guys?
I have unfun news.
Oh boy.
Oh.
This is wrestling.
Ah.
So right now WWE is pushing a super big man named Lars Sullivan. He's basically just coming out every week, constantly destroying R-Truth, blah blah blah. So he's like I said, big dude. So he was on a bodybuilder, and somebody found his account, dug it up, and just did a comprehensive list of all the terrible things he said. And this man is a monster.
Oof.
So he was talking about Mexicans. He was talking about Middle Easterns. He was joking about Stone Cold beating his wife. He said he was talking about why he likes making fun of gay people and non-whites. He called the NAACP clowns. He refers to Middle Easterns as you people. He refers to Japanese wrestling as Chinese wrestling.
Jeez.
Says that Muslims should be demonized for their religion.
Oh boy. Yeah. This
Laughed at somebody committing suicide.
Yikes.
It's all bad. And it's all documented.
This is done.
There's no way that WWE, and the funny thing is, some of these comments have already been deleted. Some of the comments he posted have already been deleted.
So they're on it.
They're on it. I don't know I don't know how you can keep going with this guy. And if he's allowed to continue, that just tells you about the WWE culture. That somebody that's so openly racist, homophobic, and all this other stuff can still continue this tremendous monster push after saying all these things with no remorse. And it's not like this happened, some of this stuff is like 15 years ago. Some of this stuff he was talking about after he got signed.
Oh, no.
Like, it's all bad. This man is a monster, and there is no way he lasts more than a couple months because the locker room is going to turn on him immediately.
Yeah. You have Japanese wrestlers on the roster.
He's coming out and just beating a black man weekly.
Yep.
It's not, you cannot allow this.
Well, I'm glad it's somebody I don't care about.
Bruh.
Daniel Bryan hates, oh no.
You meat-eating xenophobe. Yes!
Oh,
yes, you do, Brian. You keep it up.
And also the gays. Oh no.
Hey, what the is going on with R. Kelly?
What?
Something more?
No, I'm saying I haven't heard about it. Is he out? Is he in jail?
He was broke. And then he tried to hey, I got a concert over in the Middle East, so I can't be at house arrest, so I need to make money by going to the Middle East, so just let me go. And then they called over to the person who was there. He was like, I'm supposed to be meeting the prince of the Middle East, and they called over there. I'm like, no. And R. Kelly like,
So
this is not a real story.
So I just Googled R. Kelly.
No, stop. Shut up. This is not an actual
you
story.
can look it up.
I'm supposed to meet the prince of the Middle East for a concert.
You can look this up.
So
How is that?
I Googled R. Kelly. The first thing is an article posted 2 hours ago by USA Today. R. Kelly's lawyers say he can't read.
Y'all killing me with this. I didn't do these things because I don't even know what it says.
Judge reinstates civil sex abuse
I
lawsuit.
don't even know how to hog tie nobody. I don't know how to hog.
He can't.
That camera on me? Is that camera on me? Look at my eyes.
Fuck! I just looked at the next article. And just R. Kelly's lawyers say he failed to turn up in court in sex case because he can't read.
Whoa!
Now you see.
Is that March or May?
Hey guys, just
lawyer.
because I have experience with this, that man has a bench warrant out for his arrest.
R. Kelly arrested
So salty.
again.
The both of y'all should have got arrested.
He's for for some reason tried at a Columbus court. I'm in the same courtroom as him. Like, what the? Why?
Is this for real?
Well, hold on. I can't be in the same courtroom as R. Kelly. I just got a ticket.
Wait, this is Columbus? Oh man, I couldn't read the street signs. Damn, it's true.
They said Columbus? I was going to Columbia.
Yeah, that's most of the shit I'm seeing right now is that he can't read right now on Google. It's like all the top things.
Unfucking believable.
That is funny.
Joke's on you, tough guy. I can't read. It's like the in DW side. R. Kelly, do not come in here. That can't stop me because I can't read. How?
Unbelievable.
How are you 52 and not be able to read?
I mean,
What happened in those
what
52
the
years
boxer?
of life?
What the fuck's his name? The boxer.
Tyson,
No.
George
Mayweather, Foreman,
Mayweather.
Ali.
Mayweather.
Muhammad Ali,
Mayweather was too busy in the streets.
Hajime no Ippo, Balrog.
Mayweather was too busy in the streets.
He was in the streets. But at the same time, by the age of 6, you should have a comprehensive grasp on some words of reading.
Just being alive for any stretch of time past brain forming years, you should be able to just go store.
I'm
That's
like,
an S.
I want to know the circumstances that leads a person to not being able to read. Just because, like, that seems.
It's incredible.
Yes.
That is a distinct lack of trying. You don't want to read.
You don't want to read.
It's gotta be. It's gotta just be like, I can understand once you get famous. Like, if you get famous at an early age, and it's just like, it doesn't matter if I can't read because I'm already rich. Well, but R. Kelly's supposedly broke. But Mayweather's stupid rich. He don't never need to read nothing.
No.
And
Yes.
oh man, 50 Cent, that
Yes!
fucking bully.
I was just about to bring up 50's whole thing with him.
50 Cent is a great internet troll, and he is a
The ice bucket challenge thing.
he was recently in a quote unquote beef with
Oh.
a singer named Tierra Marie, and I'm sure 97% of people that I just said that name to have no idea who she is. But so she has a catchphrase that she does on like one of these bad girls clubs or whatever. She has a catchphrase, but she never trademarked the catchphrase. So 50 went, I'm just gonna trademark your catchphrase, and he trademarked it, and he sells the merch on his website.
Oh
And
my god.
He sent her a cease and desist letter, like, take down this merch on your site. You're infringing on my trademark. 50 is an animal.
That man is just all about making his own money.
He is not only smart, he is lucky as. So when before the self-destruct came out, Bitcoin was nothing. So people were like, "Can I buy your album with Bitcoin?" He was like,
Whatever.
"Sure, I don't give a." And it turned out he had like 17 million in Bitcoin money.
Just like, huh?
Oh yeah, I did sell my album for Bitcoins back in 2007. Whatever. What an oh. That made me laugh. So again, I want my money.
And there was also the story about him buying out the first like 3 rows of the
Ja Rule's concert. And then he's exposing her. So he's like, you owe me $30,000 for trademark infringement. And she's going, I don't have $30,000.
That's terrible.
He's awful. He may have gotten her fired.
That's terrible.
50 is the worst.
He gives literal 0 fucks.
No, he is legitimately the worst.
I've just looked up. What did I look up? Why can't some people read? I found an article that said that there are 80,000 people in Dallas who can't decipher a street sign or a soup can. Lots of them have high school diplomas.
How?
I I skimmed this, and it's like this person copied off of her friend for many years.
But all that time you didn't recognize a bee?
Yeah, and then like when she was told to read stuff, she was just like very adamant of I don't want to read things and never read anything. Bad. This
No,
like
that's just teachers not giving up as well.
the person like this article follows, like she's married, like she's an adult. But like some of it I get, like it might be a mental health issue like dyslexia or something, but
Don't you have to sign a marriage license?
well, I think she could sign her name, but that's like about it. Like she knows like these are the symbols that spell out my name, but she couldn't read it. You know?
Mm.
You can imitate something
Yeah.
if you're told you need to do this.
Like
Doesn't mean you understand
You can
it.
tell the difference between men and women by this word has more letters in it, so it's the girls' room. Like just like the ways they get around not reading. But like the fact that there's 80,000 people in Dallas, how many in America?
A fair number. I'm
Yeah.
certain of it.
Yeah, just fascinating.
I don't even know what that song is.
I will say that this article was posted in 1979. I just noticed that.
Mm.
But still, that's what, 40, almost 50 years ago? Not 80s. That'd be 40. Or
Yeah.
30. But yeah,
What is
like,
sign? Can
still.
you read?
But yeah, like,
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I can get, like, where, for kids, where if it's like you didn't learn to read, but then when you get to your teenage years, you're like, oh, it's embarrassing. So you don't. And then it's just, you put it off for your life. I guess in that way, but still,
Come on!
it just
There's a
seems
difference between
really...
putting off an ID for a couple months and not being able to read.
If you a teenager, you have to be texting. What's happening there?
Well,
Voice
this
to text.
This one, like I said, was 1979, so that was not there yet.
Still, technically, just click that fucking speech bubble and voice to text.
But you should see what the text says and be like, "Oh, is that how you say that?"
People are dumb as fuck, man.
Or
You
some
don't even
people
have
just
to ask
don't.
anybody to learn how to read.
Or some people just call the person if they get texted by them.
I don't understand that.
Me neither, but that is a
No. I
avenue
don't
around
understand.
it.
That's because I hate calling people. I hate being on the phone with people. People will call me for literally 7 seconds. Hey, I'm on my way. Text that.
Nah.
Nah, didn't call.
I hate people.
They want to hear your voice.
Why?
Know you're
I have a
alive.
terrible voice. I have a terrible voice. You don't want to hear it.
Every time someone calls you, you just do the Dumb and Dumber annoying sound.
I'm just gonna start doing that. I'm gonna
Yeah.
find like every time.
Hey,
Oh,
Albert,
your
what's going-
phone's messing up. Oh, is it? Text me.
Hey, Albert, what's going on? I haven't watched that movie in a really long time.
I wonder if it's still good.
I think it is.
Good question.
I think it is. Like, I didn't watch Dumb and Dumber 2 because it looked like the exact same movie as Dumb and Dumber 1.
Yeah, but then I watched The Hangover too, so maybe I will go back to it someday.
Did you guys ever watch the prequel movie?
No, of course not. With
Oh,
Harry
it was.
Boy.
It was.
Are you
garbage.
serious? You watched that?
It was bad.
It was real bad.
And not bad movie.
Real bad.
Not bad
could've
movie
told-
night bad.
Because
At
the
all.
comedies do not work for bad
Dude,
movie night.
This was like in 2008, 2007 ish. So I was just like, yeah, funny comedy. I didn't care. Then I was just like, oh no, this is not good. I was wondering what was the first time I was just like, oh, this is a bad movie. Cause you're a kid, you
Yeah.
just go through life like, yeah, everything's good,
Yeah.
it's fun. You know, it is 100% AI.
AI.
It is 1,000,000% AI.
I didn't
Done.
even have to think
Hey,
about
mystery solved.
Because I liked Chucky 3 as a kid. That movie's
That
terrible.
movie's fine.
That movie's
That
terrible.
movie fine.
2003 is when Dumb and Dumberer, when Harry met Lloyd. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's way, way low. That's like you can't distinguish anything. So you're just like movie good. Yeah, I got an excuse.
Movie good.
Nah,
movie
I recall watching it, and I remember it being like,
Yeah, I remember laughing a couple times. There was this part where Bob Saget and there was one of them had chocolate. They sat on chocolate and they smeared it all over the wall trying to get it off their hands. And Bob Saget, it was his house. Like, there's all over the walls, and he went on for like a minute and a half. And then it was one of those things where it was like it got funny as it kept going and going. So that's the only thing that I remember laughing at. I'm sure it was fun.
yeah. Yeah. Unless anyone else has anything,
No, we're already at 9.
I got
Yeah,
nothing.
we're done.
I got
We hit it.
fucking
finish
nothing.
line.
I'll probably have
we hit it.
stories next week, but
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
You're a white man going to New Orleans. You got 4 minutes.
He's gonna get arrested.
Ha ha.
Guys, I got stabbed. Wrap it up, Mike.
Come on. How you making a stabbing story boring, Mike? Lovely paramedic. Name was Chuck. He has 2 kids and
Dude, did you know the ambulances are a different color down there? Okay.
it was actually really windy that
Ooh.
day too. Anyways, moving.
So about
So I'm
wind.
bleeding out. Ooh. And I pass out. Ooh, okay. He wakes up in the hospital room. And I wake up. What's the rest of the story, Mike?
That was it.
There's 9.
All right, what facts do we have today, good sir?
15 facts about education.
Oh, here we go.
I think I picked the last one.
I don't think pros picked one in a while.
Yeah.
22.
Out of 15.
Oh, 15.
Yep.
This is clearly America at work. Can you read?
1 in 4 people can't read. That's a fact.
I don't know. My brain just had a short out. Sorry, I'm hungry. 10.
22. Ralph's dumb as shit. Move on.
Yeah.
Number of U.S. states that claim test scores of their elementary schools. Number of U.S.
Can you read? Jesus Christ, what's going on? This final 2 minutes, y'all just went crazy.
Dude, we usually
It
have
ain't
the light
even
on.
late.
We usually have the light on. I can't see.
Thank you for watching the Of
All
Stuff
right,
podcast. Oh shit.
Number of U.S. elementary schools that claim their test scores are above the national average is 50.
That makes no sense.
So
The number of U.S.
States.
elementary schools. Yeah, I messed up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, number of U.S. elementary
Oh!
schools. Yeah.
That's
one per
terrible.
state basically.
Or you can not in Michigan, so
I-
Florida's doubling up.
You picked Florida of all places. Try again.
Uh,
I'm going to a state that nobody really gives a like 4 of those probably come from like South Dakota. Nobody gives a shit about those Iowa. Nobody gives a shit about no
Maine.
Yeah.
I want
Like
to
3
know
schools
this.
in Maine.
I want to know the states that don't that have elementary schools that don't meet up. I want to know.
Michigan. Probably. I wouldn't doubt New York, honestly. Rhode Island, definitely not. Jersey, definitely not.
They're just too hot.
Yeah.
They're not worried about education now. They're worried about living.
Yeah, California's too
So
fucking
you could
big.
probably say the
They're
same
on
for
there.
Alaska.
They're squeezing birds for liquids. I gotta get cool.
Oh, okay.
That's your bird, dude.
Okay, I just
rang them dry.
you just reminded me of something that's been fucking just annoying the shit out of me for the past couple weeks. So, birds. when they come back from, wherever the fuck they go during the winter, when they make a nest, the male birds, they get territorial. And they will attack anything that they deem a threat to their territory. But birds are so fucking stupid that if they see their reflection in, say, a window, they attack it repeatedly. All fucking day. There's been this robin that has been attacking my window in my bedroom for the last 3 weeks, I want to say.
Ain't you got nothing better to do, bird?
How about this, Mike? You put up an old sheet on the outside of your window.
I don't want to cover up my fucking window.
Okay, then deal with the bird.
I've been trying to.
You're making this problem like you have a solution in a shirt.
And you go, nah, there's gotta be something else. Because I like my view of this house next to me.
I tried so many different things, and none of it fucking worked.
I tried nothing, and I'm all out of ideas.
Put up a f***ing sheet.
I put up hawk statues outside on the porch. Bird doesn't care. Put these reflector things all on my porch that are supposed to basically, the light is supposed to refract and scare the bird. Bird doesn't fucking care. I, with like a highlighter, drew lines on my window just because apparently birds don't like flying at certainly spaced lines. Didn't fucking work.
You're researching this stuff?
Yes.
You can't put up a sheet?
You
You
out
can't
there?
throw some bird feed on the ground?
You out there buying hawks?
I am.
But you don't want to put up a sheet to block.
I don't.
Mike.
What are your priorities?
I'm not having a fucking sheet on the outside of my house.
For a day?
It's longer than a day. They return constantly. It would have to be for like 2 months.
Eat the 2 months.
Eat it.
So yeah, it just reminded me of my rage. It's like about 6 a.m. almost on the dot, I hear.
But it's not worth the sheet. But it's not worth the
It's not
sheet.
worth the sheet. Nope. Gotta buy a
Before you
full
about
hawk.
to go to bed, just like, yep, get the sheet right up on there.
Put it up, take it down.
I can't see my
Well,
scenery while
It has to be on the outside. That's the big thing.
Wow.
Put it up.
you
take
in a nice neighborhood. It's nice outside. Take the 5 minutes, grab the hawk, do whatever you got to do with that, because it ain't working. Now you just a dummy sitting there with a big plastic hawk. Like, what am I gonna do with this?
The hawk serves no purpose at this moment, Mike.
Just
Zero purpose.
It's actively detracting.
obscure decoration. That's
Oh, I
all
like your hawk. Thanks.
like your hawk. Fuck you. What? I just said I liked your hawk.
Tink, tink, tink. It's back.
There's
Let's
been,
go inside, quick, before it sees us.
there's been times too where it just grabs onto the the screen, and like I'll just open my window, like my blinds, and it's just like its feet are grabbed onto the screen, and it's just flapping its wings at itself, like yeah, fuck you, reflection, just like I hate you, bird.
There's an actual solution present for you.
And you're just not doing it.
You going no. You
Yep.
going no.
No. Yep, exactly. No. No, that soundbite's too aggressive. I was gonna do the screaming no's, but I'm like, that's too aggressive for what this is. All right, with that.
The whole point, the whole fault of you is that your mentality is, I can't let the bird win.
You're letting the bird win.
Fact that you mentioned it on the podcast, the bird's already.
It's over for you. You lost.
Accept defeat.
Get the sheet up.
He's not wrong.
Get the sheet up and sleep soundly.
All right,
Take
with
a
that.
shower and come out and don't hear and wings flapping. Put up the sheet.
It's probably going to end up happening next week.
Ugh,
All right.
my-
With that, thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. We will see you next week.
Later.